Hi everyone, it's Gina R, and I'm back with a currency hunt. Well, I went to my bank and I withdrew 150 in ones. Now, the story behind this is I was talking to one of the tellers and she was telling me that usually on Mondays is when they get their largest amount of deposits. And that's from the businesses and churches. That usually Monday in the morning, they'll start getting their deposits from these establishments. So I thought, well, I'm going to go pick up $100. So I went and I got $100 in ones on Monday. And of course, this is all messed up. They're not in order. So they were hastily put together by a teller. Then on Tuesday, I decided, well, I'm going to get a smaller stack because I don't want to have to count that many. And I picked up $50. So I'm going to go through these and I'm going to see what I find. I figure my chances are greater because of all the deposits that were done on these 2 days. So I'm going to test my theory and I'll be back after going through these straps and we'll see what we find. Okay, I've gone through the strap of 51s and let's go over what I found in the strap. I found a note that's similar to Where's George, and they have a website. They wrote it in, and it's www.trackdollar.com. So I went and I registered. I entered the serial number, and the reason I have it covered is because I don't want someone to go and enter the serial number and claim that they have the dollar when in reality I do. So at least for now, because I am going to spend this in circulation and hopefully someone else will input this dollar in that website. Now, when you go to that website, you're going to write notes about the condition of the notes that you have on hand. You'll put the serial number, where you found it. You'll talk about, like I said, the condition, like is it written? Are there any folds, any tears? All of that information you'll include. And then they'll tell you the last time that this note was entered. And in fact, this one has only been entered once before, and that was by the original holder. So whoever wrote this on there is from Kentucky. So I'm going to go ahead and spend it out in public, somewhere where I know that this will be circulated and not sent to the bank, because there is a possibility that it might be pulled from circulation. I don't think that this one will be. I think it'll just continue circulating, but hopefully whoever finds it next will input where it's gone. So I thought that was a pretty cool find. The next find was I did find a star note. And this star note is from the duplicate series. Now, there was a mix-up in with the 2013 series where they told one printing facility to go ahead and print to print notes with this serial number, and they gave them ranges of what to print. The problem was both the Fourth Ward facility and DC facility both printed the same serial numbers, and that's not supposed to happen. These are just supposed to be original numbers. So because of that, people are out there trying to find the pair. They're trying to match the Fourth Ward note with the DC note. So these are pretty interesting to find. And if you can find the pair, it is worth a little bit of money. So this one, it has some writing on it, so that of course brings down the value, and it's not in crisp circulation condition. Sorry, there is a fold and you can see it there. So there are some condition issues with it that would definitely not make this a very expensive note. But they're still pretty cool to find. Another thing that I do is I always check the stars to see if I have a filled star. Now, as you can see, both of these are hollow. And what I mean by that, and I just purchased one, is I try to see if the star is filled like this one. And of course, it's reflecting the light. Oops, let me see if I can zoom in. There you go. So you're looking for a star that's filled like that. Like I said, this is a note that I purchased. I did not find it in circulation, but I purchased it just so that I could show you what the filled star looks like. And it could be this star or this one over here that's filled. I have yet to see an example of where both stars are filled. So I've only seen where this one is filled, with like this one I have in my hand, and this side is filled. Next, I'm going to go over my finds for this 100 strap. And I did find a trinary. These are not valuable at all. Basically, the serial number is composed of 3 digits. And man, if that 9 had been a 4, wow, we would have had a binary. So that's pretty cool. I will not keep it because it has no value to it at all. It's just worth $1. That's it. No extra face value to it. I did find a star note. In fact, I found 2 star notes. And what I found interesting about this star note is that if you look at the one that I have with a filled star, it's very close to, let me turn off that light there. There we go. It's very close in the range of the one with the filled star. So I know that it's going to be somewhere in the, what would that be? Let's see, 400,000s. So keep an eye out for that, because you know at 43 it's already too high because the star is not filled compared to the one down here. And this one's not filled either. So, yeah, so I know that this is outside of the range. I'm trying to figure out that range for the filled star down here. How far did that error go? But I did find, like I said, 2 star notes. And I did find a very old note. This is a 1963. And that's interesting because this is going to go into that collection that I'm going to be starting. And when I start that collection and start filling that album, I will talk about the 1963 notes. But this is a very, very nice, as you can see, you can even see it through the plastic. There is a little bit of a fold here, here, and over here. So it was folded in thirds. Now the good thing is they're not hard folds. In other words, there isn't a crease, but you can tell that it was folded at some point. So that is cool. Now, I do have a tip for you. Like I said, these were the ones that I picked up on Monday. And I did find 2 star notes and an older note. So I had a little bit more finds over here. But you have to consider that this is just half of this strap. So I wonder if I had gotten $50 more, that I would have gotten more star notes. So I'm thinking that my chances increase in finding star notes and older notes if I go to the bank on Monday and Tuesday to grab notes. Now, that's up to you, but this is just my experience with my bank, and I found that information to be helpful. I want to thank you for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, happy collecting. Bye, everyone.